Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages of the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Queen of Wands. You've got some fire sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries or even a Leo. And we have the Ace of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Swords showing up in the reverse. So this Five of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a pretty apologetic energy. Somebody could be backtracking on something that they said or even something that they may have kind of suggested as far as the way in which they handled or approached things. I do feel like this feels like an apologetic energy and could even be somebody kind of wanting to make an apology or wanting to be able to hash something out. So I do feel like with this Five of Swords showing up in the reverse, this energy feels a bit regretful. And I do feel like also very accountable as far as somebody kind of being in a space where they're prepared to be able to have a conversation. I do get that with this Queen of Wands showing up over here. This does feel like a pretty confident energy. The person you're dealing with could be someone who is quite confident, someone who is also very attractive. And I also feel like this person, when it comes to that energy and all of those great qualities about them, it's coming from a genuine place. This person is someone who is quite warm, and also feel like this person is the kind of person who's quite protective over the people that they care about. When it comes to the feelings that they have for you, do you feel like this person also being in a space where it's like there is no doubt when it comes to the feelings that they have for you? I still feel like they feel this connection quite strongly, and I do feel like they feel very attracted to you in your connection. And with this Ace of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have communication that feels very meaningful, but also feels like it's also leading and contributing to a sense of clarity in your connection from where you stand. I do feel like there could be a conversation that's necessary to be had, or that is being offered, or you may want this person to hear you out on something. And I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience this meeting in the middle when it comes to the communication between the two of you. With this Knight of Swords showing up over here, this energy does feel quite quick as far as being in a space where somebody is eager to be able to reach you. They want to be able to either communicate with you or be able to get something across. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords showing up over here, this energy feels like this person rushing in and things even happening quite quickly or even kind of taking off at a quick pace. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So you've got the Chariot, and with the Chariot card, we do have some Cancer energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. We also have the Magician, and with the Magician, we do have some Mercury energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. And we've got the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So with this Knight of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like one where there's a sense of being very much invested and also being very much kind of committed to seeing this process and seeing things through. Do you feel like though this Knight of Pentacles, this energy does feel very steady, but at the same time things kind of progressing at a slow pace. So it does feel like things kind of moving forward slowly. And I do feel like there's a sense of this person kind of taking their time, but when they do move, when they do take action, it's like everything happening at once with this Knight of Swords showing up over here. I do get that with this Knight of Pentacles showing up over here, this does also feel like a sense of kind of even thinking things over so much that it's almost like overthinking when it comes to the situation. But with the Chariot card showing up over here, this also feels like forward movement, and I do feel like there is going to be forward movements in the situation and a sense of actually being able to experience and see progress in your connection. with this Chariot card showing up over here, I do feel like you and this person could be very different, and it could be a difference like night and day, but it's like you complement each other's energy. And I do feel with the Magician card showing up over here, there is something about this connection that feels very exciting. It feels like it is one that's also charged when it comes to the way this connection with this person feels. With the Magician card showing up over here, I feel like it's drawing you in when it comes to the way in which this person is showing up or even making you feel. But with the King of Swords showing up over here, this definitely feels like an energy of this person wanting to be able to hash something out or get something out and be able to kind of speak about something, as opposed to kind of leaving it and letting it fester. So I do feel like there's a direct kind of communication that this person wants to offer you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have stay optimistic about your love life. We have give your relationship a chance and make the effort. So the stay optimistic about your love life card showing up over here, I do feel like there could actually be a new chance for this connection or a sense of actually entering into a new chapter. And with the stay optimistic about your love life card showing up over here, feels like the best is yet to come, and it feels like it gets better when it comes to where things are headed from here in your connection. With this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of the potential for reconnection or working something out, especially with the Five of Swords. This energy feels apologetic, so it does feel like also a sense of being able to actually have a productive conversation, which is leading to being able to work on things. I do feel like your connection is one that is worth working on and even worth the effort. But with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, this feels like a conversation that is happening that's leading to a breakthrough. I do get that with the Magician card showing up over here. There is a sense of actually really wanting this and desiring this and even trying to manifest this new start or even a conversation with you. I do get that this person has a lot to say, or what they have to say is something very meaningful, something with substance. I do get that with the make the effort card showing up over here. This does feel like a sense of being ready to put in the effort, to being able to see things through, to make things work. And with the Knight of Pentacles showing up over here, it even feels like it's taking this connection out of a space of kind of little to no movement for it to things kind of picking up. And I do feel like that energy is very intentional when it comes to being able to put in the effort to make things work. So it also feels like this person being in a space where they want you to give this connection a chance and they want you to work on it with them. So I feel like this person offering you an apology for something they may have said or something that may have been taken the wrong way. With this Five of Swords showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there is a very apologetic energy, and it feels like it's coming from a sincere place. It also feels like this person wants to be able to put in efforts in this connection, and I do feel like them recognizing just how much this connection means to them and how much you mean to them. It's also something that's motivating them. So I do feel like this person coming in quite strong when it comes to putting in the effort and making, showing you how serious they are. But with this make the effort card showing up over here, I do feel like them also wanting you to meet them halfway or match their energy as well. But with the Magician card showing up over here, this energy feels very proactive. So I do get this person kind of going in first when it comes to being able to show you how much this connection means to them, and when it comes to making the effort in this connection to make things work between the two of you. I do get that with this Magician card showing up over here, the connection feels quite powerful, feels quite strong, and it is also one that kind of stirs this person's feelings on a deep level. And I do get that when it comes to any communication they're offering you, you get to see that this person, where this person's coming from. And I do feel like with this Chariot card showing up over here, there is a desire to be able to see things move forward and see progress in your connection. And also take things out of a space of stagnancy or prevent something from entering a space of stagnancy. There is a desire to have forward movement, and I do feel like with the stay optimistic about your love life card showing up over here, This person is quite hopeful about your connection and even about the way they feel about you. Do you feel like it's coming from a space where this person has a very optimistic or positive outlook and hopeful outlook of things? So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Virgo.